in the QBO gym, and this is where we have numerous hands-on exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Each month covers a variety of new topics and scenarios, and to make it a little bit easier for you, we break it down into 4 different sections. So if you are looking to work on your bookkeeping skills, this is the place for you. And if you want to do an entire month's worth of these all on your own, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. But we're going to get into today's exercise, which is being pulled from our September Year 1 warm-ups section. At the top here is an animated video to give you a synopsis of what is going on in Craig's world this month. He is our fictitious business owner. Further down is an interactive pre-assessment quiz that relates to the video up above. Below that are the exercises in this section. And at the bottom here is an optional area where after you've completed all of the exercises in this section, you will unlock some sample marketing posts that you can use on your LinkedIn to share with everyone what you have learned so far. So let's dive into today's exercise where we are going to practice processing a customer refund. Go ahead and click on that link to have the exercise pull up for you. I have it over here on the right side of my screen, so let's read through the scenario. In the previous exercise, John Melton forgot he already made a payment on his invoice. He sent a payment for the entire amount of the invoice, resulting in an overpayment of $300. John has requested we send him a refund. For the exercise, assume that you use the bill pay feature in Craig's bank to send a check to John. Now you will need to be in the same session of the sample company that you did the previous exercise in. If you have not completed that one yet, go ahead and click on the link on the top right corner of your screen. That'll take you to that exercise, complete it, and then come back to this one. All of these exercises, there's a total of 8. They all build on each other, and you have to be in the same session of the sample company. So I have the sample company here on the left side of my screen. This is the last page that I left off of from the previous exercise. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. We're going to start by taking a look at John's customer account. So from the left navigation bar, we're going to hover over customers and leads and then select customers. So the left navigation bar is this black bar here. Hover over customers and leads. And from this drop-down menu that comes out, go ahead and click on customers. And once this comes up, we're going to go ahead and scroll down and click on John Melton. If you get any pop-ups, go ahead and click out of them. QBO has a habit of just having pop-ups just come up. They're informational pop-ups, but we don't need them for this exercise. So if you get any pop-ups, just go ahead and close out of them. Once you find John Melton, go ahead and click on his name, and you will see his customer profile appear. Now, because you are in the same session of the sample company from the previous exercise and you use the type field filter for invoices, QBO has left this filter on. So you'll need to change it to see all of the activity in John's account. In that type field, let's go ahead and click on all transactions. So you just need to click on the down arrow. All transactions is the first one on that list. And as soon as you do that, you will see all of the transactions that are related to John. Now let's take a little bit of a review here and see what happened. John had a $750 invoice, which is this invoice 1007. You can see it right there. He made a payment of $300 right here, leaving a balance of $450. Then he sent a new check that 00002 for a total of $750, resulting in an overpayment of $300. So John's balance shows as a negative $300. You can see that here. So you need to refund $300 to John. Sometimes customers are willing to use the extra money toward a future invoice, but John specifically had asked for a refund. Now, to record the refund, you will need to use an expense transaction to reflect the money is coming out of the business. But in the same way that Craig's owner's draw isn't truly an expense to the business, you'll need to handle it in a way that doesn't affect the profit and loss reports. So let's go ahead and click on the plus new button and then select expense. The plus new button on the top left corner, click on that, and then under vendors, select expense. Once it comes up, we're going to, in the payee field, select John Melton. So click on the down arrow, and you may start scrolling and get to where he should be and he's not showing up. That is because all of the customers are listed after the vendors here. So you'll need to keep on scrolling, or you could always type his name in the box. Either way is perfectly fine. Once you find it, go ahead and click on it. When you recorded the overpayment, QBO automatically created a credit to John's account, which behind the scenes subtracted money from the accounts receivable account. So with this expense transaction, you'll need to add it back to that specific account. So let's go ahead and fill out the form as is. In the payment method field, we're going to select check. So click the down arrow, select check. We're going to leave this payment date field as is. It defaults to today. In real life, of course, you want the date to match the date of when this refund is happening, but we'll just leave it as is for the purpose of this exercise. We're going to leave the reference number field blank for the purpose of this exercise, but in a real life scenario, the bank may give you a number to include here. In the category field, we're going to select accounts receivable. So click into it. You can either start scrolling. I'm actually going to start typing in accounts receivable. And once you find it, go ahead and click on it. And the amount for this is going to be 300. That's how much he is getting refunded. So click into that box, type 300. We are good to go in this here in this transaction. So go ahead and click on the green Save and Close button on the bottom right corner of the screen. All right, so that one has been saved. And next you're going to need to tie the refund you just issued to the overpayment on the customer's account. So we need to tie those together. We're going to click on the plus new button and then click on Receive Payment. So click the plus new button, select Receive Payment. In the customer field, let's go ahead and click on John's name. So click the down arrow. You can either start typing his name or you can scroll to find him. Once you do, go ahead and click on it. Now, once you do, QBO automatically recognizes that the refund check you just issued is going to offset the overpayment on John's account. In a moment, you'll look at John's account to see what happened and make sure that the balance is 0. So let's go ahead and click on Save and Close. That's the green button on the bottom right corner. And you can see that that has been saved. And let's look at his account. Now, whereas John's account was showing a balance of negative 300 due to his unapplied overpayment, now you will see that the refund has brought the amount back down to 0. So all of the transactions have now been paid or closed, you can see here, and we're done recording John's transaction. So no more opening balance and everything is looking good and it's all properly matched up here. And that's how you process a customer refund. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. We're going to continue on, and if you want to join, be sure to leave this session of the sample company open, as you will need it for the next exercise in the warm-up section, where we practice adding a vendor credit. And I will see you in the next video.